Oh, welcome, beloveds. Take a breath with me, not to arrive anywhere, just notice where you already are. This transmission opens the first chamber of January and it does not ask you to begin. It's not an activation. It is asking you to only notice. Notice the quiet. Notice the slowness. Notice the tenderness. Notice the uncertainty without trying to name it as wrong. This is the phase that most people abandon themselves in. And also, it is the phase where the deepest wealth work is actually happening. Just feel it in your body. Nothing is wrong. And that truth alone may be the medicine. So, we're going to be talking about a quiet phase today, that is the beginning of January. And January is not asking you to rush, it's not asking you to set goals or create plans. This is the noise of the world usually talking this language like this. There is a phase in every expansion where nothing seems to be moving on the surface. No clear results, no momentum spikes, no proof that it is working. From the mind's perspective, this might feel like failure. From the nervous system perspective, however, this is integration. The body does not expand at the same speed as desire. When capacity increases, the system often goes quiet. Not because it has stalled, not because there's something wrong with it, but because it is reorganizing. How often do we allow ourselves the space, the time, the luxury of reorganizing and integrating? The false beliefs truly are that integration takes merely days. It can take months. Now, the mind doesn't like it. The mind wants to see progress, results, something to show for the efforts that you are doing. And yet, this quiet phase in January is teaching us exactly the opposite. To find stability in the quiet, to allow ourselves the reorganizing to happen. This is exactly where identity catches up to your expansion. If you push here too early, too much, you fracture the process. If you judge here, you contract. You go against your expansion. But if you stay in your body with your breath, something stabilizes. It will teach your body the fundamental safety and the readiness to opening up. Even without seeing the proof on the outside. Let me rephrase something here for you. Wealth doesn't arrive only as money. It arrives as safety with more. More space, more presence, more self-trust, more neutrality around time. Literally, you feel less rushed. It might look like small, insignificant events or occurrences. Yet when you pay attention deeply, you start noticing those subtle shifts, those early signs of that expansion and stabilization. You will start sensing and seeing things differently. Something that might have been insignificant in the past Like, for example, a former client reaching out of nowhere, or a small payment coming unexpectedly, where before that would mean not much to you. Right now, you might sense that the safety is arriving. You might start seeing that you are choosing differently between commitments, that you are choosing more easily. But before, it would be very hard to decide, shall I do this or that? And right now, you are leaning quite strongly towards one or the other. Clarity increases. Decisions are not as hard to make anymore. When things feel slow, tender, or unclear, it often means your system is learning how to hold what you already called in. This is not a waiting room. This is a calibration chamber. Let's go into a integration ritual or practice. I'm gonna settling the quiet. So place one hand on your chest, one on your lower belly. Feel the contact, not to change anything, just to register safety. Let your breath slow naturally. Say silently or out aloud if it feels right for you right now. Nothing is wrong. I am integrating. I do not rush this phase. Let the body respond in its own way. This transmission opens a series that is not about doing more, but about trusting what is already underway. If you hear, your system knows something your mind may not yet understand. Stay. Let the quiet do the work. And we are complete.